Are the 5 love languages a real thing? Is it even something that's real? Uh, I don't know. I mean, I went to psychology. My major was psychology. I took a lot of psychology classes, and I don't know that I ever remember hearing anything about the 5 love languages. I don't know that there's any research on it, and none of that matters at all, because it allows for a language for us to use to talk about things. So when we're saying, oh, there's the 5 love languages, if you can think of a sixth or seventh or 10 of them, great, use those. But it's a starting board for a conversation. It's also like when I talk about the sexual personalities. Sometimes they call them the emotional and physical personalities. This is a thing that was invented by John Kappas. He created this. I showed the book in some other videos. But is that real? I don't know. It's as real as it needs to be if it works. If it works for you and brings value to your life, your relationships, then who cares if it can be validated, proven, whatever? It doesn't matter, because the 5 love languages is actionable, meaning if you find out what they want and they find out what you want and you start doing those things, call it love, call it whatever it is, they'll like that. You'll like that. If you start learning the different types of sexual personalities and you start doing what the other likes, you start bringing out their qualities and they bring out your qualities. It works. It's actionable. I like to sort of equate it with intelligence tests. Here's my view on intelligence tests. What do they actually measure? An intelligence test measures how well you do on intelligence tests, specifically the one you just took and did well on, if you did well on it. Is it measuring intelligence? I don't know. What's intelligence? How do you define it? There could be many different types of intelligence. Here's what an intelligence test probably does. If you do really well, let's say on the Stanford Binet intelligence test, or whatever you picked it in the intelligence test, if you do very well, it probably supports the idea that you probably are intelligent. So it lends support to that. Intelligent people are probably more likely to do well on intelligence tests. If you do poorly, it doesn't then mean you're not intelligent, but it doesn't, because you did poorly, it doesn't lend support to the idea that you are intelligent. You could still be a genius and do poorly on an intelligence test. That's possible. So again, it's just how well it works. It's like grades in school. What do good grades predict? It predicts how well you do in school and how the type of grades you'll get. That's what that's predictive of. So if these things work, use them. And as I'm just kind of reading my notes, but it's a way to get couples talking about their relationship when maybe they never would, ever. Unless something really bad happens, they don't generally talk about the relationship. So it sort of primes the pump on how to think about talking about a relationship. And then because we're all different, it leads to other things. Because your relationship is different, it leads to other things for you. And it's just like when I'm working with clients. So, how I think of it is, because I'm working with the unconscious mind, they are the answer to their issues and their problems. Whether I use love languages or whether I use the ENP and the sexual personalities or not, and I usually sprinkle it in there, kind of see how well it works for this person or it's helpful for this person. You are the answer to your own problems and your issues. You and your unconscious mind hold the real answers. That's what I'm doing when I'm working with people, is figuring out where the issue, where the root cause is only in your unconscious mind. That's why you can't solve it. And then once we figure out what the root cause is, your unconscious mind figures out the best solution for you. Whatever we use for love languages or sexual personalities or anything else, you are the answer, or your unconscious mind is the answer to any issue you could ever have, because that's where your problems begin. I will see you on the next video.